So today, I'm gonna show you the tool that is killing all other AI tools. I know that's a pretty big claim, but today what I'm gonna show you is the tool that literally is the Swiss Army knife of all other AI. And more importantly, for you to understand that this is a genuine, absolute video where I'm not getting any kind of affiliation commission or there's anything else because they don't even have an affiliate program to my knowledge. But I'm gonna tell you right now that this is by far one of the coolest AIs I've ever used. And it's literally the one that I've been using religiously for the last several weeks. And today what I'm gonna do is do a deep dive and give you some use cases that is going to allow you to learn this tool and try it for yourself. More importantly, you're going to see the use cases that I use on a daily basis, not only for myself, but for clients. And you're going to walk away knowing how to use this tool, what use cases you can use it for, and more importantly, doing things that are actually going to help you in your business. So stay tuned and build along with us. So this has been by far one of the coolest tools I've seen in a long time for two main reasons. One, it's a fully autonomous agent that actually does the work that you're asking it to do for you. Things like building websites, creating charts, creating presentations, making calls for you, and using imaging and video, but not only using it directly in here, leveraging other tools to use it inside this one tool. And they just released this massively crazy upgrade called AI Secretary that actually connects to your Google Suite and allows you to write emails from here, answer emails from here, book calendar appointments, sort through emails, and a whole bunch of other stuff that hopefully I'm going to get to today. This is probably going to be a pretty long video because this thing is super intense. It's got a bunch of features and I'm probably going to have to break it up into two, but know that you're going to walk away with definitely understanding that this thing is all in one kind of Swiss Army knife of all AI, and it does an incredibly good job. The only thing that I will tell you is that it does use credits, but I gotta be honest, I'm on the simple like $29 plan. I think that's what the average cost is, and I've yet to go through my credits, and I've been pushing this thing pretty hard. I think one time I hit a limit, but honestly, I just bought the extra credits because the output was so good. And today I'm gonna show you how to do some of that stuff. So without further ado, if you look at my screen, let me introduce you to GenSpark AI. So GenSpark AI, I would say, is in direct correlation with like Manus. Manus, for anybody that watched the previous videos or anything that I've ever written about Manus, you'll understand that Manus is a fully autonomous agent where it does a lot of things for you. Well, GenSpark's taken it up a whole nother level. So as you see onto my screen, I have not signed into any account. This is what a normal average person will see. You'll see that on the left-hand side, there is a super agent, there is AI slides, there is AI sheets, and there is AI chat. All agents, AI Drive, and me, which is all of the stuff that you presented so far. And then you actually can connect all these different apps, and GenSpark will actually connect to personalized tools based on when you log in. Now, I'm going to go ahead and log in, and then we'll go over pricing and different plans so you guys fully see it, and then we're going to get right into cranking on all this. So when I log in using my Google account, you'll see that it has an incredible like introduction. And what's really crazy about this is now that it introduced not only the AI browser, which only right now is available inside of Apple. It does quite a bit. I don't have an Apple computer, so I'm not going to demonstrate that. But I will demonstrate all the other features. If you have an Apple like computer or laptop, please make sure you try it out because you do get access to a browser that is completely different. And it's literally the next evolution of browsing capabilities, which is an AI like literally inside the browser that does everything that you need it to do, but within the browser in that setting. So I'm going to kind of skip this video by hitting this X up here. And let's first kind of like venture around in here. Now, again, I am not affiliated with them whatsoever. So everything I'm telling you is literally my honest opinion. And again, based on my own usage. And as you can see, if I click on me, you can see how much I've been using this thing. It's been quite a bit. And I got to be honest, it's really, really good. On the left-hand side, you have a menu that you can collapse and make big again. You have what's called a super agent that basically is an agent that does all the things in here that will basically do, you know, like your slides, your videos, all that other stuff you need. And then you also have individual agents that are very specialized in doing things like slides, AI Sheets, which is like Excel or Google Sheets. You have AI Chat, which almost works exactly like a ChatGPT or a Claude, where you can go back and forth with it. And again, you have to have it inside the paid programs. You have all agents. These are all the current agents that it has based on this. And you could see all the different examples that you can do with all of this. So the super agent, I would say, is more of like an all-in-one kind of shop that will take all of your commands. The AI slides is very, very good for creating different slides. You have AI sheets that will create sheets for you. Download for me, download papers mentioned in LinkedIn link, download videos from GenSpark Korean TikTok. You have deep research, which does the same deep research features as like a Google Gemini deep research or a ChatGPT deep research. You have a call for me function, which again, I have yet to try this. And then also you have a fact check that will go out there and fact check anything that is either it printed or you want to check based on your own kind of like whatever you're pulling out. The other thing that's really, really cool is the AI agents, kind of basic agents that are happening when it comes to the chat, the image studio, the generate video, and the translation. As you can see, if I click on image studio, you can generate an image or an image to a video. But if you go to generate image, what's really cool about this version of AI is the fact that you can pick which ones you want to use in order to create your image. And you can create a mixture of them and, basically take the best one. And we're going to be testing a little bit of this today so you can see it for yourself. But it's got things like Gemini Imagen 4, it's got Ideogram, it's got DALL-E 3, Imagen 3, GTP image. It's got all of it in here, and obviously Flux, which is, again, a very popular image maker that does incredibly well. And believe it or not, if you go back to, let's say, generate video, it's got all the popular ones now, like Gemini VO3 with sound, Kling version 2. And again, some of these we're going to require more of a payment kind of situation because a lot of these are expensive to run on their own. So it will ask you to do that, but you have some of the basic ones without the paid version. But again, we're going to try all this today so you guys can see it. I'm going to hit back again, and it has the same thing with translation. Do you want 4.0 to do it? Do you want Google Translate? Do you want Claude 3.5 Sonnet and so forth? The fact that it has all these readily available is pretty cool. Now, the AI chat, like I mentioned before, you can access the other models already in here. So if you want to have different descriptions, again, this all-in-one, all the way including DeepSeek to all of this, makes it really, really cool. So you can actually test different responses, add images, files, and even search directly in here. This alone is already a massive upgrade because I got to be honest, for anybody that's been following the channel, you guys know that I use different AI for different things based on my personal need. Like I love the way Claude writes. I love the way Google Gemini does research. And I love the way I can use custom GTPs to do regular day-to-day GTP stuff because I've invested a lot of time and effort into that. And also I give GPTs to my clients. But for me, especially, instead of having to go to all these different tools, I can literally do it directly in here, which not only saves a crap ton of time, I can also see different responses based on whatever I'm working on. So maybe if I'm writing content and I'm using the AI to help me kind of come up with content and so forth and so on, I can use this to actually see which ones it presents and so forth. So kind of a general drive of like exactly how this thing works. Hey, we want to interrupt this video for a quick little minute to just let you know that I hope you're enjoying this video. We want to thank you for being here, but more importantly, we are hoping that this content helps you do whatever you're trying to do inside a high level. We also want to let you know that you have options to get additional help. We offer a $197 a month VIP coaching program that includes 4 days of office hours, first come, first serve with Andy or myself, where we go in and we answer any of your questions that you might have live with a group setting for other people that are also working in high level. We also have a VIP group where we answer questions directly one-on-one with anybody posting in that group to give you the absolute best support. It also comes with a bunch of other features, including our funnel brick system, our little mini course, and more importantly, a couple guides that'll help you through this, and also including our SOP library that we use for pretty much everything inside of our agency. So thank you for this quick little minute, but more importantly, go back to the video, get whatever you need, and if you have any questions that we can answer inside the video, just drop a comment on the video and we'll make sure to answer whenever we get a chance. And now back to the show. And again, you can always go home and it's got the presets up here. And again, we're going to try a lot of these today. Now, the other crazy thing that just released is the AI secretary. Again, I might just do a video on that in itself because that is pretty crazy in the way what it does. It will connect all these different MCP servers for anybody that's been following along. An MCP is basically, think of it as a USB port for AI that allows you to connect to other like servers out there, and it's got community databases and all that other stuff. Again, use at your caution because you are sharing a lot of information and sometimes it can backfire a little bit. But the fact that there's public ones that everybody's using, there's also other ones that you probably want to just be careful where it's going to. You want to make sure it's from a reputable company and they're not tracking your APIs and all that other stuff. So just be very careful how you use the MCPs. But regardless of which, this one, especially for your Google Suite, is the one that's more important. And I know a lot of my friends use Notion and they love Notion. again, having access to that directly inside of here, it can be a game changer for a lot of people in there. Now, let's just stop talking about it. Let's actually see what this thing can do. And we're going to present a couple different scenarios, but I'm going to start with one that will literally radically change the way you do things. Now, this is going to be a pretty big prompt. I'm going to speak it out because I've been told that when I type on the computer, a lot of you, the viewers, get mad because they said the clicking sounds are incredibly loud. So I'm going to actually speak because that will make things go a little bit faster. I'm going to do a pretty exclusive prompt and I'm going to show you what this thing does. Now, I'm going to pause and let this thing run because if we go in here and I let this thing happen, what's going to happen is that it is going to take a little bit of time. It can take anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes to produce the whole entire thing. And we're not going to have time with that. So now let me create the prompt. I'm going to use the audio so then it kind of goes a little bit smoothly and you're going to see the massive prompt I'm going to create. I am a microgreen franchise business. I help people create small microgreen shops from either their home or a small location for a fee. And basically I give them all the programs and everything that they need to run their business. What I need you to create is the full franchise business, meaning I need a franchise manual that's going to basically create all the different things that they need to do inside, from basically starting their business all the way to running their microgreens on a daily basis, what they should charge in the store, where to get their packaging, and all of that. That's going to be the manual that I need you to create. The second thing I need you to create is I need you to create basic templated website that we can give to our clients for them to build and use for their own microgreen business that they're going to create. The third thing I need you to create is also creating an actual posting schedule of 30 organic posts, both for Facebook and Instagram. That's going to allow this business to basically thrive by putting organic posts inside the market. The fourth thing I need you to do is help me create short form and long form Facebook ads that is going to help them promote their microgreen business. And the last thing I want you to do is create some images that they can use to promote their microgreen business. Please create these images from scratch. Do not use templated images. Do you understand? It wrote all that out for me. All right, so some, extra jargon probably because I overtalked. And then I have in here, it's making a list. Before I begin, I'd like to confirm the details of exactly what you need, target market and everything else. I'm gonna say for all your questions, it will vary, so make it general. Goal is, and I'm typing this out, I should have said it, actually, as a goal is to help anyone that is part of this franchise to build it in their own areas. So all these questions that you're asking are all going to be different. And the goal again is I'm not selling the franchise. What we're doing is we're building the actual business in a box that's going to be for serving this microgreens business. All right. And I'm giving you a practical example and I'm using this particular model because it could be for any businesses that you guys want. You're going to directly speak into it. Look at all the things I asked it for. I asked it for a templated website. I asked it for a manual, how to run the business. I asked it for Facebook organic and Instagram organic, right? And I did all of this in a way that is basically going to be something that every business would need, right? Whether you want to run paid ads, do organic posting in social media, whatever you want to do, but it's going to create all this. Now, as I mentioned, I am going to walk away because this is going to be pretty intensive. I'm going to blow quite a few credits for you guys for this, just for this particular example. And then when we come back, you're going to see how crazy and complex this thing is because it's going to build all this out. All right, so we're back and this took about 15 minutes, but I need you to see what it produced. So I'm going to go all the way back up and I'm going to go through each thing. So we have the franchise manual. So look at this thing. Look how extensive. What are microgreens? Marketing opportunity. Getting started with an active checklist. Well, the way they do it is they put it into a website that you can then download and export as a PDF. Then you have everything from the initial investment, how much you're going to need, monthly return on investment, equipment and supplies, growing trays, environmental controls, growing media options. You saw the prompt, right? Like, know that I did not give it anything else. This is again what Autonomous Agent is. Look at this thing. Monitoring day and kit, timing guidelines, harvesting and packaging, cut and wash, living microgreens, what packing options you have, label requirement, pricing strategies, the different pricing strategies for the different microgreens that are out there. And I know nothing honestly of microgreens, that could be a lie, but I do like to grow them, but I would not know what to do as far as selling them. Here it is. So this is the manual we have. It's quite substantial and long. I did blow through 10,000 credits to get to this. which is again a month worth of work. But if you look at this, how much time would this normally take you? Microgreen website template. This is going to be a template instructions, replace all bracketed information with your information in colors that I literally can template using High Level, which is again our favorite tool that we like to use. Look at this thing. How easy is that? It works and it functions. The about us, the benefits, the contacts, the different pricing options, and it takes all the bracketed things and you put it in here. It has the social media planning calendar, welcome week introduction with the actual posts. Are you guys noticing this? When to post, the best time to post. Now, granted, is this the best writing that we could possibly have? No, but again, I can take this, go back in, customize a little bit more, but think about this as a business in a box that you would offer for different people. Week 2, varieties and applications. Look at this, week 3, it made a whole 30-day content strategy for us. Then it also created the web page for an actual Facebook ad templates that you can leverage and use. And again, replace your business name, your location name. And here it is, the short form, all the different ads, all the things that you have in here. Now I believe it's got it all labeled and then it has a longer form copy in here. Look at this. So you got your entire ads. Then I said, create some images that allows you to do this. And here you go. It's got all these images in here. Now, all we did was use the super agent and then it broke it down for us. Access your complete manual here. It listed all the things you have. You can go back and you can customize it even more. View website templates, 30-day strategy that you have here. View the ad templates, custom marketing images. Again, look how lifelike these images are. It created it off of there. No weird fingers. Look, these are actual microgreens that you have. Look at the different ones. Maybe this is a little off, but look how cool it is. The fact that you can probably leverage this is absolutely amazing. Different growing environments in here, packaging ideas. How awesome is this altogether? And all I did was do one super prompt that I put in there and I walked away for 15 minutes and I came back to a full business in a box that I can either download or I can open in a new window and I can export it to a PDF and I can have it to everything that's here. For anybody that wants to build this into a website, I can go to the code, grab the website, and basically put a hard code in. And I'll show you how to do this in another video where we're actually going to do this inside a High Level and make it all come to life. Now, let's just keep going, right? If I come in here and I say, let's create a presentation to sell a Microgreens franchise business. I need this presentation to be something that we're going to sell. So let's go ahead and build that, right? So I'm going to come over here. Let's create a presentation that is going to basically sell people on coming into my franchise business of Microgreens. Basically, what it is a complete instruction manual, a business in a box for anybody that's interested in getting into the microgreens market. What we want to do is present that we're going to have a full solution in a box, meaning we're going to give them a website template. We are going to give them all the instructions through a manual, how to grow, how to basically create these microgreen businesses, how to do it from your home and also in a small space. We're also going to help people get their actual franchise out in the sense of creating social media posts for them and having ads ready to go, and also having some very basic images they can use in these things. And basically the presentation should be presented in a way in where we're jumping on a call with them and we're selling the actual business idea of joining our franchise, paying us a franchise fee. And I want you to also come up with some franchise fee ideas because I'm kind of new to franchising. I don't understand necessarily how it works. So I need you to present this in a way, kind of a direct response method in where you're going to actually present this to sell someone an actual appointment to come into the franchise and more importantly, buy our franchise piece of it for the actual customer. Now I recorded that. Obviously, it could be that I was a little kind of off in what I was saying because I'm doing this on the fly. Literally, there is no script in front of me. Just give you an idea of what to do. And then just like before, this is the kind of tool I want to walk away from. So I'm going to let this kind of build it out. And then I'm going to basically walk away and come back to an actual presentation completely done. And then we're going to go into AI sheets and then into the AI images so you guys can see how we can make this all come to life. But again, how powerful is this tool? This is absolute insanity. And again, in another video, I'm going to show you how you can combine this with High Level in order to make it work. All right. And this is what we came back to. The presentation included all the different things, 12 different slides. If you're going to look over to the right, it's kind of a little bit of a sneak peek. How cool is this, right? You came in here. Welcome to the Microgreens franchise opportunity, your turnkey business solution. Why microgreens? And we can fact check this to make sure that this is all here. The growth of microgreens and what's projected from, the barriers to starting your own microgreen business, the solutions business in a box, proven growing system, marketing assets, customer acquisition, ready website, pricing strategy, ongoing support, what's included, marketing opportunity and profit potential of the different ones, obviously made believe testimonials, franchise package breakdown, investment and franchise fee options. Look at this, right? Isn't that crazy? Flexible pricing plans, special limited time bonus offers. So, I mean, honestly, how legit is this? Again, with very little to no information. Now, what I could have done is I could have taken the entire presentation from the other one, including the manual, add it as a file that people can then see and then go from there, right? So let's just keep going. AI sheets, let me tell you how crazy this thing is. And there's a lot of really cool things you can do. Now, again, I could spend days on this thing because there's a lot of different strategies you can do. I'm actually just showing you how to create a business in a box in over 30 minutes. So then that can help you out quite a bit. But now let's get a little bit more personal, right? I'm an active stock investor. I love investing in stocks, long-term investor. I'm not a day trader or anything like that. So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a prompt or say a prompt that's basically going to help me gather current information on stocks that I might want to invest in, right? So I need you to make a spreadsheet with the best current investments of derivative stocks, meaning stocks that pay out, a derivative that have been the best performing stocks in the last 5 years up until today, June 14th of 2025. Please make sure to, in that spreadsheet, calculate how much I would have to invest in total to start getting returns in a very good way. And more importantly, I want to keep the budget limited to $5,000 or $3,000. Give me actually a spreadsheet with one spreadsheet being a $3,000 investment, the other one with $5,000 investment. Break it down to how much I should invest in each of these best stocks. And more importantly, what the derivative is going to be and the total amount that I'll make on a monthly and yearly basis based on my initial investment and what the growth rate will be in the next few years. Please, again, analyze the data. This is newbie information. So this is going to be for anybody that would like to invest. Make sure your information is accurate. So you're pulling realistic and true numbers out of the internet from financial sites that are trustable. And more importantly, make sure that you make this easy to read so a beginner can understand. And again, need you to analyze and pick the best ones in the last 5-year performance that will consistently give dividends. I've been saying the wrong thing, but dividends back, and make sure that it's easy for us to understand. All right, again, doing this on the fly, guys. This is not scripted because I want you to show you how easy this is. And what I'm going to do is, again, as always before, I'm just going to walk away. Okay, and we're back. Here are all the different ones. We have ones, again, from an investment of $5,000, one from an investment of $3,000. And if we go in here, and you can go in and you can see the current price, what the yield is, whether or not it's safe, the amount of allocation you want to put into the equaling 5,000, how many shares you're actually going to buy at the current price. You have the annual dividend yield, monthly dividend yield, 5-year growth plan of what it's doing. And now watch this. You can fact check the content right here. Then you can actually visualize it, and it makes it into like kind of an analysis. Now, we'll go ahead and let it do that. But what's great about this is you can view and export, and it exports into an actual sheet, and then you can export it to CSV. Again, super incredible. We're going to let that thing cook as far as the visualization so we can go back and see it. Now let's go to AI agents and just let's do an image, right? I'm going to come into the image and we're going to go to generate an image, a dog fighting a cat. All right, I'm going to go to the mixture of agents. Yeah, well, let's do a mixture of agents. And can I select which agents or no? We're going to do a mixture of agents and see what comes up. Remix. No, that's all right. Let's just kind of go. Auto selects the best models for your tasks. And I'm going to go ahead and let that do that. In the meantime, you can run up to 5 agents, I believe, at a time. And again, notice what it's doing. It's actually going in and it's creating different visualizations. And I don't know if you saw that, but it's using Juniper, which is like a data analysis tool that's using in there. So again, this thing is pretty darn advanced, right? So I have the images. This one is the Ultra Pro. It tells you what the recraft was, all this. Then you can come back in here. I can come over here and I'm going to do the Gemini Imagen 4, do it again. All right. And now I can pick which one I want. But just goes to show you, I mean, some of these images are okay. Like Flux was bad. But it seems like the lower end models, this one came out really, really good. This one also came out good. I mean, the fur, it looks amazing. And we're using the most advanced Google Imagen model that we have. And again, super cute. Image to video. We can also do that now. And again, it activates the other image and it automatically goes in here. Now I get to pick which one I want. Now I believe VO3 only with sound is for paying members as far as the pro plan, which again, the plans I'm going to go over towards the end, but you can come in here. We'll use the Kling Master 1 image to video, 3 to 5 seconds. We can make it even a little bit longer. Make this video come to life. Go ahead and it's going to go ahead and do that. And again, we're here analyzing and interpreting the data. Wow, this thing's intense. And it's going to have it where this is going to be an interactive chart for my assessment. Look at that. Alex portfolio and everything else. but it's still not done yet. So it's still cleaning up with some of the data as we're going through. Collection, blah, blah, blah. Here it goes. A playful, and it writes the prompt for me. For whatever reason, everybody talks about this. We don't know why it's in Spanish, but there's got to be a reason for it. Maybe it's like how it's interpreting the best, or maybe it was written in Spanish. Who knows? But you have it all in there. Now, again, I have 2 bots working at the same exact time. And then I actually have the generation here. But again, I want to show you how powerfully insane this is. Now, the crazy part about this is this thing can also take over your Google G Suite. And again, that's going to be a separate video altogether, because that in itself is pretty bananas, all the crazy things you can do with it. But again, imagine having a full business in a box, distilling you a 30, 60, 90-day plan, analyzing stocks, giving you the best formats, and you can fact check and make sure it's what you want. Again, it becomes like a pretty serious thing as you keep on adding to it, right? So I'm actually going to do one more. I'm going to duplicate one more here. And I'm actually going to go again, and I'm going to go to the AI chat. Now, remember, the AI chat, it is using tokens, so it will eat up your credits because you're using another tool altogether. But here, I can come in here and basically do a mixture of agents, direct response copy for an ad about creating your own microgreen business by buying into our successful Microgreens franchise named Happy Micros. Okay. And again, we're going to let that go. So again, just want to make sure you guys understand, look at what it's doing, right? It's using the GTP, it's using Claude 4 Sonnet and 2.5 Gemini, which is all the best ones right now. And I'm going to get to see which one gives me the better result. Guys, this is like massive. Do you understand how much time this saves? So instead of me having to go back and forth and going bananas trying to figure out whichever ones is the better fit, here I am. I have all the responses literally in here, and it goes in there and it does like a little bit of a reflection. It does all the different ones that are out there right now that it believes is going to be the best model. And we can go back in there and check them out, right? This is still going for the output. This is insane. And we have videos still producing while we're getting the responses directly in here. I'm going to pause the video, let some of these things finish so you guys can have a general idea. But how powerful is this? I mean, an all-in-one solution. Again, I have no affiliation to this, but I want to make sure you see it, how it goes through. Is that nuts? And I can also see the responses in here that they've had it, and it picks what it believes is the better one. How crazy is that? Pretty freaking cool, right? So you can make your own decision and compare models against each other. Again, one of my favorite tools in the world to use right now. Look at this thing. Complete graphical analysis. Has it still going? And again, this is not the final one. I just want to make sure you guys are clear. But look at this thing. Final assessment, overall rating, 5.5. Your dividend portfolio is successfully constructed for a beginner investor with 0.96 to 1 safety score, 5.5 effective yield, $22.48 in passive income. Kind of funny, but pretty cool anyway. And again, we're still going to the image here. And let's go over pricing while it's doing all of that. So I'm going to come over here. And now that we've kind of used this microgreens section, we have the mixture of agents. Let's go into, the credits I have left. And if you want to buy, I believe, come over here, hit buy more credits. And when you buy more credits, here are the 2 different plans that you're currently in right now. So if you buy yearly, it's $239.99 a year. It gives you 10,000 credits a month, which I got to be honest is pretty good. And again, 50 gigabytes of storage with AI drive. Again, we're going to look into that. All the different models you can access. And then if you go over on the right-hand side, if you want to pay the Pro plan, which is the same price as Operator, inside of ChatGPT, you can upgrade to the Pro, unlimited AI chat with 0 credit costs. That's pretty huge, which again allows you to use the other models. 125,000 credits a month. That's beyond obsessive. And 1 terabyte of data. I mean, I got 2 terabytes and I barely fill them. So just give you an idea how much you can use. All the latest image generations and everything else. So you're just really looking to that. But again, honestly, if ever I run out of credits, I come in here. And it goes to the different interactions of the Plus and Pro and how many interactions you can have a month. Honestly, well worth the investment. You kind of see this in action, and I haven't even touched the surface of this thing. And again, this thing is still cranking, going through. I can look, you got the analyzation going in here. The image is still cranking, but it would be that same way if we were in Kling. But again, this is pretty awesome that we have going in here. Next video I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of show you how to create a website and actually host it live. So hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one.